Hi, this is Amrita from BizAsia, and I'm sitting with two of the lovely ladies of the forthcoming film Happy New Year, which is going to release on the 23rd of October. Hello ladies, how are you doing?
Very well, stuffing our faces with scones as we speak.
Yes, it's actually a really pretty sight to see Deepika Padukone eating an English scone with jam and Farah.
I'm eating just to show you that I eat.
It's nice. No, it's lovely to see this.
I'm out for it, she eats a lot. I'll keep asking her where it goes.
All of us, this entire unit.
I think I would ask that.
Passionate about food.
Except Shah Rukh Khan.
What do you
No
eat?
interest in food.
I mean, he doesn't go out of his way, but if we tell him like we're taking him to some restaurant or like you have to try this, he'll eat it. He's not like overtly passionate like Abhishek and I love eating.
Yeah, same here. Me, Vivan.
She loves eating. But
Complete foodies, right? Mm-hmm. It's good to hear. It's really good to hear. Now, you're here in London to promote Happy New Year, of course, and also ready for your concert tomorrow. Last leg of the Slam tour. Now,
no, it's just the beginning.
Oh, wow. So Deepika's telling me it's just the beginning, and I'm thinking it's the finale. But how excited are you about the London O2 concert tomorrow?
I think it's apt that we are finishing the world tour in London. You know, so and that too at the O2. I mean, it's an iconic.
It doesn't get bigger than this.
Yeah.
And I think for all of us, I've never attended even a concert at the O2. I've heard so much about it. Madonna performs. So many people have performed. Michael Jackson, I think, has performed. Used to perform. Was to perform. So you've heard about O2, the arena, but I mean, what better way than for us to, you know, than the fact that we are performing over there tomorrow night. Oh God, they're making me one dance again.
Okay, so last time you were here, Deepika, was for Chennai Express, and you said you said you loved being in London, and I've got to say that it's really nice to see you here for Happy New Year. I've got to ask as well, what was it like working with Farah again?
I think for me it was just reliving the memories of Om Shanti Om. You know, it's the same, more or less the same team. So it brings back all those fond memories, and I'm happy that I got to work with her at a time again where I felt a little more confident about myself and about my craft. She was nice enough to give me such a massive debut in spite of me having absolutely no experience or knowledge, but she still believed that I was right for the part, and I can confidently say one of the best, not one of the best debut that any girl has ever got. And it straight away put me into a category where, you know, I think it saved me a lot of years of hard work, you know, and I'm glad that, you know, 7 years later I got to work with her again in a time where I was a little more confident with the craft and about myself.
Okay. And I've got to ask Farah the same question. What was it like working with Deepika again, now that she's a more established heroine?
In many ways it was the same. Okay. Because the bond was still the same, and you know, the relationship, if anything, is better now because she was petrified, I think, in the first movie. But as an actress, it was for me as a director, it was 1,000 times easier to direct her this time, because she was just has transformed in these 7 years. Like, I used to be in shock sometimes that she's done this scene so well.
Okay, so I've got to say that Deepika is the only female lead in this film. Was she pampered on the sets?
I think so, completely. I think we all pamper her.
Okay. And was it just with food?
Very special role.
Okay.
And you really needed someone of her caliber to be in it, because she literally has to stand up to the 5 boys and Jackie Shroff who's there. So we really needed someone who's, you know, stunning to look at, who can dance, who can act, and she's actually the moral core of this film.
Okay.
You know, everyone else is in it for whatever reason. Her reason, she's the most righteous person in the group.
Very, very
that's lovely.
Righteous and yeah.
Okay. And Farah, I've got to ask. Like I said, you've got such a big star cast. Who is the most mischievous actor?
Bachchan.
Oh, I didn't even finish my question.
You don't have to ask twice.
Why was that?
He feels really offended when you say his name, but I mean, it's a given. You just saw the nonsense that they were doing.
They did in my interviews.
Yeah. See?
No, it's really nice to be interviewing stars like this who actually are a bit mischievous. It's actually really refreshing.
And then when you say he's the most mischievous, he gets very upset.
You're telling
you hit a nerve.
People will brand me like this and all.
Yeah.
Okay, Farah, I've got to say, you've turned into such a great director after being a great choreographer. Obviously, the India Wale, I would say, is probably one of the best songs in the film because it's got the whole Indian patriotic thing going on about it. What was it like shooting for such a song on such a grand scale?
Not only India Wale, let me tell you, this whole movie, everything was on a grand scale. I don't think there was even one scene, maybe one or two scenes. There may be 2 or 3 scenes where maybe Shah Rukh's alone or she's alone or other. Every time it's like 1,000 junior artists, 100 dancers, crowd, massive set. So the whole movie has been exhausting.
And I'm sure these last 15 days have been quite exhausting too.
Actually, we've not been exhausted, we've been sleeping 3 hours every night and having fun.
I think when you're having fun, you just don't realize, like, we landed in America and technically everyone would think that you're jet lagged and you'd want to sleep an entire day to kind of recover. We landed, we've gone shopping, we've done rehearsals, we've slept like the last 2 weeks.
Morning,
we've rehearsed the whole night, we've gone straight for breakfast from there, we've slept for 3 hours, gone straight to the show. We've had some really...
like every time I think when I go home and I say, or am I tired, and I'm like, it's 3 weeks more and this time is not going to come back again.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can sleep later after the movie releases.
Of course, and that does lead me up to one of my favourite questions I think I'm going to ask you. What would you say you'd most miss about this film once everything is over, it's released and everything?
I think for me, I'll miss the friendship that we all have, and it's like a family reunion. I'm telling you, everybody, not only me, I think all, Deepika will be the first because she's already got another movie to go to. The rest are still, Shah Rukh will go off and I think he already started his next movie.
Okay.
I think we're just going to miss that.
I think it's the toughest for a director because a director spends the most time with that particular